What is going down? What the fuck is going down? It is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast, guys. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the podcast, welcome to the show. If you're into anime, if you're into video games, then we talk about all of that shit here. And let's begin the show, guys. I have a few things I want to get into. It's been a long fucking week, and I'm pretty excited to talk about a couple of things here. I'm going to be talking about some Xbox news for you guys. I got some fucking Sony news for you guys. I also have some things that are in the works for your boy in the next few days. Going to be talking about the Demon Slayer movie. Going to also be talking about, well, a little bit about Mortal Kombat. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I'll be watching it in the next couple of days. Just had too many things going on, man, and I wasn't able to do a lot of things that I wanted to do. Got a chance to watch a couple of movies, but nothing too crucial. But yeah, man, the main thing I want to talk about though, guys, is Nier Replicant version 1.22, etc., etc. It's a long fucking name as far as the numbers are concerned. But yeah, that game right there, that's the game I've been playing. The PS4 is in rest mode right now because I am in the middle of just having a fucking blast. I want to talk about that game and, my thoughts, my initial thoughts on this game because it just came out Friday. I had a horrible time trying to track it down at first. I'm going to talk about all of that shit as well, but I did end up finding it and getting it, and I'm playing it now, and I'll talk about, what I've done so far, and, I'm just going to talk about the game as a whole. There's a lot to do with this game. There's a lot that surrounds this game because it's related to one of those other games out there, Nier Automata or Automata, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, it's a beautiful game, beautiful story. That whole universe is breathtaking, man. It made me appreciate the universe even that much more once I started playing this game, guys. It's a Square Enix game, and I love Square Enix as a company. I'm gonna talk about it, but that's later on in the show. But yeah, man. Let's get on with the show. Let's talk about some things here. One of the other things I want to talk about is some anime stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of anime, but I did finish up the one that I was watching, and that one goes by the name of Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World. That one I did complete. It was a dope little anime. I gave it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Anybody looking for any kind of anime to watch, and it's 12 episodes, I think. You definitely, should watch this one. I think I watched it on, where did I watch this one? I want to say Hulu. But yeah, definitely a dope anime worth my time. The reason why I didn't get a chance to watch any more was because all the stuff I had going on. But my next anime that I've been thinking about and I've been seeing, I saw a great piece on YouTube about this anime, and I actually have this anime. I just never got around to watching it, which is crazy. I have all the episodes. I just haven't watched it yet. But I'm talking about, what's the name of the anime? I'm talking about Claymore. If you don't know about Claymore, it has to do with women are like the base, I guess the warrior race, if you will, in this anime. And I'll just stop right there. Okay, I'll just stop right there. It's definitely brutal. It's definitely got some Berserk kind of vibes to it. And if you're into Berserk, which I fucking love Berserk, which is a violent kind of hopeless universe of an anime and manga, then you should definitely appreciate this one. Like I said, I can't wait to dive back into Claymore. I've watched a little bit of it, early stages, maybe I think maybe a few episodes, and that's it. And that's cool for me. I've forgotten pretty much all of it, the most of it, and that's cool because I want to watch it all the way through. But yeah, I mean, there's all kind of other anime that I have to watch, guys. I mean, it's just, if you were to look at my to watch list on Crunchyroll, man, the shit is ridiculous. Okay, I think I've added another 35 to 40 anime on the list. So there's no way I'm running out of shit to watch. Okay, and that's just anime. I'm not even talking about other things and shows that I've been, and movies that I've been trying to, get around to eventually, but haven't had time yet. But, they're out there and they will be watched. But yeah, that's my anime watch list. I mean, it's not too much has happened within the past week. But like I said, last week I watched one and then I got into this one. So it was pretty. The last couple of weeks have been pretty anime heavy for me. You know what I mean? So to even say that I was able to get another one done is pretty cool. It's saying a lot. You know. Also, the fact that certain things weren't coming out until certain dates, so I had a little time because Nier Replicant didn't come out till Friday, so I had a chance to get some other things done. But yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling on, guys. Before I continue, let me just let everybody know. I always do this now. It's kind of like a staple of the podcast. It's basically telling everybody, especially the newcomers, if you want to get to know me a little bit better, it's very easy to do, guys. It's just all you have to do is go to StudioMguyvR.com and you can get all the information there that you need. And you can also help out the show tremendously if you were to go to the website, because you can get merch there. I mean, the merch will definitely help the podcast. Anything bought there, t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, whatever you decide to purchase, guys, will definitely go towards helping out the show. And then I am going to be adding more merchandise soon, within the next couple of months or so. I've been working on that slowly but surely. So stickers and other things of that nature, maybe even some bags and stuff like that, will become available at a later date. Okay. You can also get a hold of me easily there with all my handles, my Instagram, my Facebook, and Discord, and everything else in between. You can get all of that stuff there, guys. www.StudioMaguyver.com. Okay, now that's over with. That's done. Let's move on with the show. First, I want to talk about Returnal. Okay, it's another game that it's an exclusive PlayStation 5 game. All right, and there's been a lot of videos out here floating around. Okay, I was looking at a YouTuber literally just before I started recording this, and I was hypnotized by the gameplay. I got a chance to watch about 5 minutes of it, but it's like 45 minutes. So Sony has given, you know, the YouTube community or just press in general 45 minutes of fucking free gameplay. So whatever you can accomplish in 45 minutes, they're going to allow them to show it. And from what I've seen, I'm loving it. And I was initially not taken aback too much by this game at first. I remember doing a couple of shows and mentioning, you know, my thoughts on the game, but it was limited capacity. It was at very limited capacity, so I didn't really get a chance to, you know, actually see the game literally being played. I mean, the only thing I saw up until that point was what I want to say maybe some commercials, 2 to 3 minutes worth of kind of gameplay, you know, and it wasn't enough to let me know what I needed to know about this game. And now that I've watched some gameplay, some real gameplay, it's looking pretty nice, man. And the fact that Sony is allowing people to do this before the game releases, which is almost a week left. April 30th is the release date. April 30th. Yeah. April 30th is the release date for this. So definitely be looking out for that. I think is that a Tuesday or a Friday? I can't remember. I think today is like I want to say it's Friday. But yeah, it's coming out soon, guys. But Sony is letting people, you know, they want the world to see this. And anytime you have a company, a game company that is going to, you know, give you free reign or a limited capacity, days before the game comes out, that's a good thing. That's letting people know that they're really confident in their shit, in their product, and they think that it's going to do well. And so far, everybody's been singing its praises, man. Everybody's been saying it's good, and that's bittersweet for guys like me who don't have a PlayStation 5 right now, who want one but can't find one. And that's, you know, we're going to discuss a little bit of that as well in the show a little bit later. But yeah, you know, when these games start to stockpile, all right, then that's when the foreheads get wet. That's when the armpits get wet and people start getting nervous. Okay. Especially guys, well, the ones who don't own the PlayStation and can't find the PlayStation 5s. You know what I mean? Because now you got these games and you can't play them. All right. Now, this one's looking like nice. And now it's I want to play it now, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is one I want to play now. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Now, I personally may get a chance because I got some family coming to visit and they have a PlayStation 5 and they're going to be here for at least 2.5 weeks. So, you know, thinking about getting it for that and that may be, yeah, and just having it. They have a PlayStation 5, and then having it, and being able to have it on my person when I do get a PlayStation 5. That's one way I could think of doing that. But yeah, there's gonna be. This is definitely one I want to play now. I'm just gonna say that and put it out there. But yeah, definitely, guys, if you're interested or if you're curious about this game, Returnal, look it up now. It's easily, you can find all kinds of shit on it now, especially with the videos that they're letting people do. So you got all kind of YouTubers, all kind of press, that have these 45-minute gameplay videos out here now. So I would definitely look at that and tell me what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there you have it, Returnal. It's looking pretty tasty, and I'll address this again probably next week, because then the game will be out. The reviews will definitely be out, and I'll have a chance to really have seen all the gameplay and what the game really has to offer, and then I'll retouch on this, because it's important, because these are some of the first games that are exclusives that are coming out, and they need to be discussed, and it kind of gives us an idea of the direction that Sony is trying to take, moving forward in the next generation of consoles. So that's my take on it. I don't know what else to say about that, but yeah, I'm excited, man. I am. I'm still patient. Like I said, there's still things that I'm able to play and that I have in my view that are coming up. There's a couple of games right now that I have that I want to play. I think one is coming out in May 25th, Biomutant, of course. I talked about that so many times. And then in June, we have another one, which is Little Devil Inside, which will be available for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and I think the Xbox, both systems as well. But like I said, that's my summer covered. So I have plenty of games, and then Nier Replicant came out of nowhere. It was a game that was on my radar, but I had totally forgotten about it, because with so many games sometimes, especially with PlayStation 4 generation, there's so many out there that I still want to play that I haven't played, and this was one of those games, and it kind of like fell within that category of losing touch with release dates on all these titles. You know what I mean? Mixed in with the ones that I do want to play that I haven't got a chance to play yet, and it just became a mess. So when the game came up, I was like, wow, here's one right here that I need to play. Okay, and I'll be definitely getting to that one as well. Can't wait to talk about this one, guys. But yeah, just giving you guys some information. Now let's get into some Xbox news. Let's get into a little bit of some Xbox news. Xbox has been doing their thing as of late, man, and turning a lot of heads. If you guys have been hiding under a rock, they're really putting their hat in the ring, man, and basically saying, look, we're not fucking around here. You know what I'm saying? They have basically taken the butter off of the table, and they said, look, we're tired of using butter, warm butter. We used a lot of it, and I mean a lot of it last gen. So excuse me, guys, but they're done with it. They want to compete. They actually want to be known as a company who basically is about their shit again. And I'm talking about going back to the 360 days, because the 360 was the shit. It was a dope console. It had a lot of things going for it besides the red ring of death. You get rid of that, it would have been that game system. Okay. And now they have the Game Pass, which is ridiculous. And there's more coming. There's more news. There's more information that recently I discovered. One of those things are a lot of you guys who are PC guys or whatever, and you really heavily into, I guess, the frame rate of a lot of these games. You'll probably enjoy this for certain titles, because first person, they're having a FPS boost, basically. It's going to be added to several EA games. Okay, Titanfall 2 and games in the Battlefield series. Those are some right now. Eventually more will come, but they recently added that, which is crazy. Which is crazy, guys, because man, I find it crazy that this stuff wasn't implemented like early on. But hey, like I said, whenever you put out new systems, things kind of nothing comes out. Everything's not going to be ready. So it's kind of like they're filtering out things as time progresses. You know what I mean? It happens with every console, guys. When the PlayStation 4 came out, there was a lot of things that it couldn't do that it can do now, and the same goes for these systems as well. So, I mean, one advantage of not having these systems now, I guess, would be when you finally do get one, that a lot of the stuff will be remedied, and we won't have to worry about a lot of that, like a lot of people are worried about now. One in particular that I've been hearing people talk about with the Xbox Series X is how they edit their content. So say you want to record gameplay footage and you want to edit it and all of these things. Supposedly you have to go through the cloud to get the information. Or okay, so say you have some shit from your console that you want to edit, okay, or you want to edit on a computer or whatever for content or whatever. You have to go through the cloud and do all these other things. So you have to jump through all these digital hoops to get something that should be so simple done, okay? And supposedly Sony doesn't have that problem with the PS5. They're allowing you to do up to 30 minutes of 1080p footage. And then I think they just announced something else where you can start doing editing 4K, but I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, I mean, if you compare it, apples to oranges or whatever, I mean, yeah, Xbox definitely needs to jump on that. And that's something they've always been kind of weak at, in my opinion. As far as the PlayStation 4, recording gameplay footage is a fucking simple punch up a button. I mean, it's very easy to do. Up to an hour you can record, and you can even edit your videos with their editing suite that they have within the system that you can download. So I mean, editing videos and all that for PS4 is a fucking dream, and that's one thing I absolutely love about the PS4. When it comes to the Xbox, it's completely different. I think you only get a certain amount of time. I want to say like 5 minutes of video, and then there's other ways to do it, but it's workaround type of shit, and it just completely turned me off as far as trying to record content for an Xbox One. You know what I mean? So hopefully, I'm pretty sure that this new Xbox Series X stuff, they're gonna have this stuff eventually remedied, so you can record and you can edit your videos and stuff, because it's just too advanced to not be able to have that. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting for the day when that comes, and I'll definitely keep you guys posted when it comes to that. And that's another thing that kind of may deter some gamers, especially ones who like to put out content, in the future, because you want to make that as seamless as possible. And you're like, well, should I get the game here? I really love this game. But, as far as, recording content and all that, it's going to be a pain in the ass to do on this system. So I might as well go to the PlayStation 5 and do it, because it's so much easier. You might come into contact with a couple of those kind of things. You know what I mean? Now, if you own both consoles, hey, no biggie. But, if you own one, then that's going to have some things that you're going to have to try to iron out. But on the other side, you know what I mean, on Xbox, the good other dope shit that they're doing is that Xbox Live is now free to play for all free to play games. So basically, they're no longer charging you for a Game Pass or anything like that. If, say, you want to play a free to play game like Apex Legends, okay? Easy. You don't have to have the PlayStation you don't have to have Xbox Live or anything like that to play it. All you have to do is download the fucking Apex Legends, and you can go online and play with other people. That simple. Same thing with Warframe. Killer Instinct is another one, which I didn't know they did with Killer Instinct, which is crazy, which is also cool. But yeah, and many more games. There's a shit ton of free to play games out there, and if it's a free to play game, then you do not have to fucking worry about having that subscription for your free to play game. So they're just enticing more and more people to join, you know what I mean, to join their community, and that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So looking forward to that as well. And everybody's keeping each other on their toes. When Xbox does something great, Sony, please believe me, they're watching, they're noticing, and vice versa. Okay, everybody wants to stay on their toes. Everybody wants to up one on the other one, and that's cool. That's always good for us, the consumer, because that means that they can't slip, you know what I mean, and people are going to call them out. And the beautiful thing about that is when people do make mistakes, they are called out for it, okay, and they learn from the mistakes majority of the time. Okay, case in point, let's talk about some Sony stuff. Let's get into some Sony shit. All right, now Sony, if you guys did not know, they actually gave an expiration date for the PlayStation 3, the Vita, the PSP, and all these guys, all their stores where you could go online and still buy games and still do this and still do that, right? Well, it was supposed to be, I think, somewhere around June, July, maybe even August. I can't remember the dates, but I'd say August at the latest. Basically, PlayStation 3 store and the Vita store would have fucking went down, and never again would you be able to go there, download content, games, DLC, or whatever it is that you were looking for, you weren't going to be able to find it there. They were going to kill the servers. And so many people got pissed about that Sony took note. Sony took notice of this and actually listened. And these are the things that I like when I see companies do. When they see their pain or they see the issues within the community and they actually listen and they actually try to remedy the situation. That shows you that they're listening and that they actually give a fuck. And about their fan base, and that's something that Sony has done. They have reneged on closing down the PlayStation 3 and the Vita. PSP is, just old as dirt, and you have to kind of expect that. But I still love my PSP, still love it to this day. But they're going to listen to us, and they have basically said for the foreseeable future, don't worry about it. We're not going to close the stores down. You can still go there and do your thing or whatever, and that's beautiful. Because I was trying to, hopefully, that I can get my hands on a Dragon Guard 3. Because the actual game now is hard to find and very expensive, and for the PS3. So I'm looking for that title. But if you guys are listening, anybody know where I can find that, please holler at your boy. Anyway, that's a beautiful thing when we're talking about Sega. Okay, they've listened, and now that's not the only thing they've been listening to, because there's been this thing going around the internet with all systems about how when the battery dies inside of your system, if you want to play your games that you've paid for or that you have on your hard drive, a lot of these games, you have to have access to the internet, and for it to basically tell your system that, oh, it's okay for this person to play this because this person's account did pay for all this stuff. So when that stuff goes down eventually, or if the battery dies first, whichever one comes first, then the player is going to be in trouble. They're not going to be able to have access to their games and all of that. So that's what people are worried about, because, people want to be, especially retro gamers, want to know that, hey, I bought this game, I'll be able to play it. I want to play it whenever I want. And, no time constraints. It could be 10 years from now. And if the servers are not up, I still want to have access to this game. It's my favorite game, whatever the reason. Okay. And apparently Sony has listened to this, and they are currently working on a remedy for that as well. So that's going to be interesting to see how they try to remedy that. I'm sure there's a way it can be done, because they work so hard to link everything up to everybody's gamer profiles and all of these things. But I'm sure there's a way that, they can tell the system, look, if it's on the system, if it's on the hard drive, it should be able to be played, period, point blank, just like a PC or whatever, So let's hope that they find an answer to this, you know what I mean, and make something shake with that. I really do, and I have faith that they eventually will come to some sort of remedy for this. I do, but yeah, that's a lot. That's some decent news for both systems. I'll say that. That's very good news for both systems. If you're Team Xbox or Team Sony, there's both. There's a lot of things to like on both sides, and you can run with either one you want or both. My end goal is both, but I've talked about getting the Xbox first because of the situation and everything like that. And like I said, I still stand on that until I get a chance to check out this summer what the E3 has to offer, because E3 is going to basically, this summer is going to let everybody know what's really going on out here in these digital streets. I'm telling you. So once after June gets here, when June is done and over with, we should all fucking know. Excuse me, guys. There's some motorcycle in the fucking background anyway. But anyway, we should fucking know when what to expect. Now, that's not to say that, delays could come up later, because trust me, they always have, and they always will. Just when you think you know something, next thing you know, Twitter starts going off, and I'm like, oh shit, what did they delay? What did they push back? And then here we are. You know what I mean? So just because they give us the dates this summer doesn't necessarily mean that we're out of the woods yet. But it does give us an idea of how far they've, come on these games, and then hopefully we get interviews and we get things of that nature. And if they're smart, they know not to tell us anything that could change, because we've seen this happen a million times with other companies, especially CD Projekt Red in the past, and we don't want to repeat those things. So hopefully they know this going forward, and they're not going to tell us anything that would hurt them, and at the same time they don't want to tell us anything that would fucking make us kind of turn our heads away from what they're trying to do. All right. Just people trusting people. That's what it's about. All right. But yeah, and then after that, I think I can make a conclusion on where to go next. Okay. But one last thing about Sony that I want to get into. Sony is trying to let everybody know that they are working on an agreement right now to get more chips for production so that they can kick these systems out so that people can actually go to the stores and get them, okay, for purchase and not worry about jumping through fucking digital hoops online trying to, escape that man running at us with warm butter in a foreign object in his other hand. That's what, Sony's trying to do. So apparently, this chip that is it's very cheap and easy to, it's very cheap but kind of hard to make. It takes a while to make. And they're in short supply of this. So right now they're in talks with, certain production lines, and they're trying to make sure that they can get some stuff, sold up so that they can get these systems in the stores. Because I mean, you go to Walmart now, or you go to Target, or whatever the fuck you go. Like I was at Walmart the other day, and when you go to the shelf, they have the sign automatically up there right now telling you, listen, there's no systems in this store. If you want a fucking system, or if you're looking for a system, you have to go online to try to get it. Okay. That's the thing that sucks. Like, I don't know why Sony and other companies aren't getting them to the stores, why they're making people buy them online. Because online, the scalpers are just gonna, those bots are just gonna swallow them up before they get a chance. It's just a ridiculous thing. Now, if you have them in stores, you have to go inside physically and get them. You know what I mean? And I was at Target the other day too, one morning, and there was a long ass line there. Maybe Target is doing something different. Maybe they're actually putting their shit in stores, because it was a long ass line, guys. And the only thing I could think of, it had to be a fucking system. Is if people are out here like this, you know what I mean, trying to get these systems. It's a damn shame. It feels like it's Christmas, and it's December, but it's not. It's about to be summertime, and it shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't be struggling to get us a fucking system in this day and age. We just shouldn't, but we are, because of the events that are taking place, and that's just what it is, man. But hopefully that's coming to an end. Let's find out. I mean, I'm watching just like you guys are watching. I just don't like, jumping through hoops and doing extra shit all the time to try to, get something. I just want it to be as seamless as walking into your local store and purchasing the fucking system. That's it. But hopefully these manufacturers have a way of getting these chips available so that we can make this happen. I mean, I guess Sony's just, kudos to them for just trying to give us insight on what's going on behind the scenes and what they're trying to do as a company, so that we can get these things. Because do you think Sony or Xbox or any of these companies want their systems out of stores? No. I mean, and like I said, they have to try, because look, they're starting to release content now, like games and things of that nature. Like this game Returnal is coming out. If half the people that own the PlayStation 5 are scalpers, those PlayStations are literally sitting in a fucking warehouse somewhere collecting fucking dust. Yes, the system was bought, but the games, what it's meant to be played, they're nowhere to be found. So you can sell, an extra, 300, 400,000 copies of Returnal, if everybody was able to get a hold of a fucking PS5. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Or Demon Souls, or whatever else is out there, that people want to play on the new system. But you're not going to get that if this keeps happening right now, especially when the games start to trickle out, which should start to happen after, late this year. I think then we're going to hit a little stride on what's available and what's coming. And then we can start getting excited about things. You know what I mean? That's just my humble opinion, guys. And that's that's all I can tell you on that. But hey, it's pretty good news. Both systems, both companies are doing their best to try to, cater to the masses, man. And that's all you could ask for, really, to be honest. All right. Now, with that out of the way, I kind of want to talk now about a little. I'm gonna say something about Mortal Kombat real quick. It's out. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, probably. I just want everything to be right when I watch these movies. When I get in movies, man, I got to be in a zone, and I can't have my kids all in my ear and doing all this, and Daddy, I need that, and it has to be right. So I'll have some time to myself here in the next day or so, and I'll be able to do that. Also, the Demon Slayer movie is out, guys. Number one right now, which is crazy. I'm going to see it Tuesday. Me and my son, we're going to go see it on a slow Tuesday where nobody's really going to be in there at the Studio Movie Bar and Grill. So yeah, we're going to enjoy it peacefully and not have to worry about shit. Okay, so next week I'll definitely be talking about the Demon Slayer movie, my thoughts and everything like that, and I can't wait to talk about that. Also, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That episode just happened, the final episode, man. It was an awesome episode. The whole show in general is fucking, I thought was the shit, and I really, really, really love fucking Falcon's Captain America, man. I mean, I looked a little bit into the books and how that transpired and all that, but even the suit design, everything about that fucking suit and character is dope to me. The Wakandans, man, hooked him up. They gave him, the best technology that they could offer, that suit, and that's what, in my opinion, makes him a dope Captain America compared to my favorite character in the Marvel Universe, which is the actual Captain America, Steve Rogers. But what makes this character so dope in my eyes is the simple fact that they didn't make a carbon copy. They just said, "Oh, you're just a black guy that's Captain America," without the serum. Like, okay, number one, he doesn't have the serum, so people are like, "Well, he doesn't have that super strength, so what is it?" He still has his fighting skills, which he's skilled in hand-to-hand combat. But the thing that makes him his own Captain America is the fact that he combines the shield with the fucking jetpack, which he's so known for, which he's supposedly, if you look it up in the Marvel Universe, one of the best, if not the best, at being able to become one with that jetpack, like maneuvering, things of that nature. That's part of his fighting style. If you watched him throughout that series, he used that jetpack as a form of art, of fighting, martial arts, if you will. It helps him do all kinds of things, and that's what makes him his own version of Captain America to me. That's his basically substitute for the serum, if I will. That's the offset for me, and that's what makes him his own individual character in my eyes, and that's why I love him so much. So yeah, I'm so excited about his character moving forward, what they're gonna do with it in the Marvel Universe. And then I also heard that they're gonna be doing another Captain America movie, a fourth Captain America movie. That's gonna be interesting as well. I'm excited as a Cap fan for sure. I don't know a lot about that. That's the only information I have, but hey, that's great information, man, because we all know Captain America eventually returns back into the universe. So how that's going to happen, how that's going to transpire, we shall see. Okay. But yeah, man, the only thing I have to say about the Winter Soldier, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, is I just wish it was a little longer. 6 episodes. I mean, we could have used a couple more episodes to make it right. I mean, the average episode, if you want to be stingy with the show, is 8 episodes, and they gave us 6. So yeah, they could have did a little bit more. But for what the time we did have, I mean, they were able to wrap most of it up, in a pretty nice and neat bow, I think. But that last episode was the shit. I definitely loved it. Everything about it, all the themes that were presented there, everything. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just check it out, man. Just check it out. It's just really hit home for me, and it's just a great fucking show, and it's a great character. Both of them, actually. Their relationship, all of it. Okay. That's that. Now for the last segment of the show, I just want to, let you guys know what I've been doing, and the struggle was real trying to find this game at first. Let me first out state, I'm talking about Nier Replicant, and this game is the prequel, if you guys aren't familiar, with a game that goes by the name of Nier Automata, or Nier Automata, however you want to pronounce it. But yes, this game takes place about 3,000 years before Nier Automata, or Nier Automata, okay? And it's a Square Enix game. If you know anything about Square Enix, they are the king of JRPGs, one of my favorite genre of video game to play. Open world, single player experiences, story driven heavily, and I fucking love them. And to find this game, first of all, was a pain in the fucking ass, because usually what I do is I'll go to GameStop, I'll pre-order the shit, okay? But this was the only time that I've ever tried to pre-order a game from GameStop where GameStop fucking told me that you cannot pre-order this game. At first I thought the guy was bullshit, and I was like, what? Okay. So I called another GameStop. He checked on it. He said, yeah, we can't pre-order this game. You can't pre-order it. And nobody understood. Nobody knew why. Like, none of these guys could tell me why I couldn't pre-order this shit, which is crazy. So I said, okay, fuck. All right. I'll just go to Walmart like I usually do sometimes. I'll go in the morning when they open at 7 o'clock, and I'll go in there and see if I can find it because they're not open 24/7 anymore. So I go into Walmart, 7 o'clock. They say, "Oh, we don't have it." I say, "What?" They say, "Yeah, here, but let me look for you." The other Walmart has it in limited stock. So I said, "Okay." So I go to that fucking Walmart. Guess what? They don't have it either. Okay, it's not here in the trucks yet. And both guys at both Walmarts went in the back and tried to find it, and apparently it was just not there. Now I don't know if they put it out limited capacity in the stores. I don't know. But on my way home, mad and furious as I was, I decided to look up on Best Buy and finally found a copy at Best Buy, but Best Buy was closed. They didn't open till later, so I bought it, and they, I guess, set it aside for me, and I was able to go get it later when they opened. But it was just a pain in the ass trying to find this game, and I've never had that much trouble trying to find it. I also went to Amazon before that, and I was going to order it there, and usually you get it either a little bit early or you get it the same day, but they weren't handing that game out until a fucking week after. I think they told me like the 28th or 29th, and I'm like, what? Fuck no. I want to play this shit now. But I finally got my hands on the game, guys. I was able to play it. I've been playing it. I've played about 20 hours so far, and I am loving every fucking minute of it. Before I played it, I literally downloaded Nier Automata back on my PS4 so that I can pick up and play that next after I play this game. Because I know I missed a shit ton of things, Easter eggs, things of lore wise that I didn't understand because I haven't never played Nier Replicant. Okay, now the story behind Nier Replicant is a crazy one because in Japan they released it in 2010, and basically it was just Nier Replicant, and they had, the protagonist, which was a young boy. But in the States, they put out the same game, but they called it Nier Gestalt, and instead of the boy, they had the father, which was Gestalt, who you played as, because I guess they decided in some fucking boardroom, drinking sake, smoking endo sticks, and having butter on the table that, hey, it's probably better if we just put a father figure out there because, Western audiences would probably appeal more to this. And I hate that type of stuff. If you make a fucking game, guys, just put the fucking game out. If you're going to put it out, all right, in other countries, just do it that way. Not all this appealing to other audiences and all this shit. Even though I have spoke to a few people and I have seen online that a lot of people really did love the father Gestalt in the game when it came out in 2010. And a lot of them were, kind of upset that they weren't going to get to experience it again as that character with the remaster remake. Okay. But that's how it happened. Years went by for the 10th anniversary, but because of COVID and all that, they weren't able to put it out exactly when they wanted to. But they decided to make a reboot of this. I don't even call it a reboot. It's the same engine for the most part. And if you ask the developers, they'll tell you that it's not an update. It's not a remake, and it's not an HD version. It's like it's its own thing. Okay, they decided to do a lot of different things with this game. For the better, let me say that, for the better, because if you can go online right now, you can look at comparison videos from the original game and compare it to the current game, and you can draw your own conclusions on that. The game did come out in 2010, and they did do HD everything and upgrade the graphics and everything like that, but the graphics aren't the best graphics that I've ever seen, and neither was Nier Automata either. That's not what the game was trying to entail. That's not the reason why I love these games, even though the graphics are very, very good in my eyes. That's nothing. I have never looked at these graphics and said, "Oh, it's just they're trash" or whatever. Never that. When you're dealing with games like this, these are games that I look for. The story is the main thing. Okay. Basically, what I'm trying to say is if you haven't played these games and you have a PS4 or an Xbox now, because they're available on both consoles now, then you need to put this on your bucket list of games to play, period, point blank. That's it. That's all, man. I'm telling you right now, it is definitely the game you need to play, especially if you're somebody who is definitely into lore like I am into lore. God of War is one of my favorite games of all time because of the story that they chose to tell and the lore that is basically inserted in this game. It's lore everywhere you fucking look, man. It's lore coming out your pores. And these games give you just that as well. I think the reason the game's going to do well, Nier Replicant, the new version, is because a lot of that is because of Nier Automata, because that game was so fire and so many people discovered that game. A lot of people that I know discovered it very late. very late. You know, the game came out in 2017. It got Game of the Year, so it definitely it definitely earns, you know, its stripes. Especially if you get into the story and all the endings, the multiple endings, it's which is crazy. And to get the full fleshed out story, you have to basically experience most of those endings, especially, you know, the E endings, which everybody talks about. But you know, that's what I love about these games as well. You have multiple endings, and then you have so many layers to the game. Okay. Now, what I love that they did with this game, the other game, the original in 2010, Nier Replicant, was very, very choppy. The controls were very, very choppy. There was a lot of things that could have been done that, you know, just couldn't get done when the game came out, and that's fine. And that's what they decided to do with this game, was overhaul that stuff, guys. Now, the first game, which is Nier Automata, that game was basically a Platinum's game. One of my favorite companies in the fucking world. One of my favorite developers is Platinum Games. I love all their fucking titles, man. They have so many dope games out there, guys. They're just awesome. And they didn't have anything to do with the first Nier game, okay, which is why the controls are clunky and all of that. So what they ended up doing was, which I appreciated, was they actually had a guy hired, one of the lead guys, the combat guys from Platinum Games, come and work with the developers on this redo, this Nier Replicant current version we have now. That way he got they lined up the combat, and the combat feels so good in this game. The combat is definitely dope in this game now. I don't know if I would have ever been able to play the clunky stuff in the other one, but you know, that's another reason why I bought this game, because it's the refined version. It's the definitive version of Nier. If you want to play a Nier game, this is the one you want. Okay, it's got the DLC in there. They've also added another ending, which you couldn't find anywhere else except the books, because this guy, the architect of these games, this universe, he is known for putting out lore on different streets and different avenues. So you're not just going to get all the lore and all the backstory in the games. You have to go to stage plays, which he's put some in. You have to go to the books, which he's put some in. So he's got his lore spread out, even in fucking mobile games. His lore is everywhere. So you can get pieces of other questions of that world and that universe. You can get those things and those stories in other places and other media. So he's just a crazy guy like that. He's very, very obtuse, man. And you know, sometimes you got to have a mind like that to create these fucking classics and these masterpieces. And I understand that. And that's what this is. And also, the last game didn't have a lock-on system either. So they added that, and then a lot of other things on here, guys, that I'm not going to get into everything. I want some of this stuff to be kind of surprise, but it's a lot in this game. And I had to have it. I knew once I heard about this, I had to fucking have it. And I can tell you right now, 20 hours in, that it is worth every fucking penny. You know, usually when they do these type of games, these remakes and these redos or whatever you want to call these, they usually are come in at a cheaper price, maybe $40, $50, sometimes even $30. But this is a full price game, okay? And I think they were banking off of all the love from Nier Automata that they got, and people were still thirsty for more, because that game left you with, like, even the ending, the final ending, left you kind of, it was open-ended in a sense, and I'm not going to spoil that either, but it made you, you know, want to know more. Like, there has to be more. Like, how did this happen? How did this come to be? And Nier Replicant answers a lot of that, and it tells a lot of the story, even though the time skip is so fucking crazy, 3,000 years. There's a lot here to take in. There's a lot going on here in this game, guys, and I'm still discovering it, because like I said, I'm still pretty early in the game. I'm approaching halfway point in this game right now, and that's just the first ending. So I have a few more endings to play through and things to do. So, and that's fine. I'm so ready to do it, and I'm in love with this character. I'm with all these characters. Let me say that. Your little crew, your little clique, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, man. I'm down with my squad, and it's just a beautiful game. I love the game so far. I wish I could tell you more without spoiling it. I mean, I will say that when you start off playing as the boy, you're around 16 years old, and there's a 5-year time skip within the game. And then once that happens is, you know, basically when the game starts to hit its stride and really start to take off and really get crucial, and things get very dire. And and that's where I'm at now. I'm after the 5-year time skip, and I'm not going to get into any details of how that came to be or anything, but you will see once you play the game. But like I said, the character design and is really what I'm in love with as well with this game. And discovering all the lore and how things came to be is just another thing of itself. And these games are dark. Let me just give you a warning. These games are very dark, and their endings are very bleak and very dark. And that's part of the appeal. That's part of what makes me love these games, because one of my all-time favorite games of all time is Shadows of the Colossus. And if you don't know about that game, you definitely need to do your history and do your research, because that game was ridiculously dark. So was Eco, which is another game that takes place, that takes place after that. And those are connected, and those universes are connected as well, and those I think that timeline is also I want to say hundreds of years, not thousands like this one, but it's still a huge time skip, and it's still in the same universe. And those are like some of my favorite games: Eco, Shadows of Colossus, and then I have Nier Replicant, and I have Nier Automata. So I shouldn't have to say anything more, but just go pick it up, man. Go play it. I called a friend of mine, J Love. If you listen to this, what's up, boy? I talked to him tonight. I was going to get me something to eat. Just stepped in the car, and I said, I have to tell somebody to go buy this game. And I told him, and I said, look, man, if you're a lore whore like me, you need to fucking play this. And he was like, oh shit. And when I was on the phone with him, he was definitely smoking an endo stick. And I don't know what he was doing, but he put it in his shopping cart. He said, okay, they're in my shopping cart. Cool. I'm always looking for some good shit. And there it is. So it's good. It feels good when you put certain games on other people and they don't really know what to expect yet, but you like, oh my God, you're just going to be so shook when you fucking play this. And that's pretty much what happened. Okay. He's going to play it and he's going to love it. He's a big Monster Hunter guy too. So, but yeah, he's going to love this, man. And if you haven't played this and you're looking for another game, to sink your teeth into, something to really make you think, about life and question your own fucking thoughts sometimes, man. It's very thought provoking, like these games as well. This is for you. This is the game for you. Both of these games. I mean, you can get Nier Automata like for the dirt cheap right now, 20, 25 bucks, I think. And Nier Replicant, yes, you're going to pay full price for it, but I highly recommend it. I think you should just go ahead and buy this game now and play it. And then after this one, go ahead and get Nier Automata if you don't have it. Or if you already do have it, play it again. Okay, because this is going to link so many things together, I feel, within the universe. And like I said, I can't wait to jump back in to both games. I'm excited to play Nier Automata again. You know what I mean? And I didn't have the DLC, so I'm going to buy the DLC, which is only $10. And you get the... I think they give you access to the Coliseums. There's like 3 or 4 different Coliseums, and you can fight, and you got... you have different skins. I think you have, different skins from characters from Nier Replicant. And in Nier Replicant, you actually have skins from Nier Automata that you can access eventually. So, like I said, guys, everything that I want in a game, in an RPG, so far is what this game is providing right now. And like I said, I'm still early in the game, and I'm just unfolding certain things now, and it's just beautiful when you have that. I mean, the stories are just crazy, and a lot of these stories can only be told in a video game. They can't be told in a movie. They can't be, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. I'm running out of words, but some of these characters in these games, they're ridiculous. I'll be back next week. Hopefully I'll be done with the game by then, because I plan on playing the shit out of it. And I should be able to talk more about the ending. And by then I think I, can talk freely about it. And I say that only because the game's already been out there for 10 years, the original. So, it shouldn't be that much of a thing. I just warn everybody ahead of time, because if you don't want to hear it, you can not listen to this episode until you finish, however you want to do it. But I plan on discussing it next week or the week after, because I'm taking my time with the game, though. I'm not going to rush through it. I'm taking my time. Like currently right now, I've done a lot of battling. So I said, look, you know what? Let me just chill for a minute. Let me go get some money. Let me go farm and do some things like that so I can get some money. Because I got caught lacking out there a couple of times and didn't have some health potions. And I barely got by with a smidge of life because of that. And I said, you know what? I will never put myself in this position again. You know what I mean? Same thing with like just getting better weapons, because there's a shit ton of weapons out here that you can get your hands on, and some of them I was looking at, they're fucking slap, okay? But I just don't have the money to get them right now because they're fucking OP in price. So I'm farming, I'm getting my money up, and then once I get my money up, then I can get some of these weapons, and yeah, it's definitely going to go down. So I'll leave it at that, guys. I mean, I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm gonna get out of here now and get back on some Nier Replicant. Okay, I got stuff to do out here in these digital streets, but I want to appreciate and say thanks to all of you guys over the years. If you're new, if you've just listened to the show today, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys dearly, man, and the show's doing well, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything special here, but just talking about the shit that I love. That's it. That's all. But you guys seem to gravitate towards it, and I just want to say thank you for that. You know what I mean? I really do, and I love each and every one of you guys, man. Don't forget, last but not least, holler at your boy. Give something back to the show. Show your appreciation. You've already done most of that already by listening, but hey, you could always do a little bit more, right? Right? And just go holler at your boy at StudioMguyvR.com and get you a t-shirt, get you a hoodie or something, and you'll be helping out the show. And just holler at me on my social media, man. I would like to pick your brains on games, anime, movies, things of that nature, man, and maybe we could turn it into something. Who fucking knows? You know what I mean? But you won't know until you act or react. Okay, so do that, and let's just grow this family. You know what I mean? Let's grow this community, man. And I love to see new listeners. I love when I log in, and I love to see those extra people who've listened to the podcast that weren't there last week and the week prior. You know, that's cool shit, man. So with that being said, I'm going to get my ass up out of here, guys. I want to say for the last time, thank you. God bless everybody, and I'll see you next week, guys. This is Studio MacGyver, and you have been listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. See you next time.